Hello, everybody. Welcome again. This is Badal Pal, and you're watching Bodhi classes. Today, we are going to cover a chapter from CBSE Class 6 English from the book Purvi. The chapter belongs to the Unit 1 Folks and Fables, and we are going to cover the first chapter, A Bottle of Dew. You're going to get over here a detailed analysis of the chapter line by line, in depth analysis featuring all the things that a student would need to prepare for this chapter. So let's go ahead. Let's take you to the screen. Welcome everybody on the screen here. We shall be now discussing this first chapter of Fables and Folk Tales, which is there in our syllabus, CBSE Class 6 English. And we're going to attempt today the first chapter, that is A Bottle of Dew. I'll take you to the basic details of this. First, we'll be talking about the author. And when we talk about the author of this particular chapter, you need to understand that this was written by Sudha Murty, a famous national and international figure for her personal capabilities and even for family connections. Though we will be talking a bit about the author here. Take a look at. This is Sudha Murty. As you see, she is a lady who has made her life herself. She was born 19th August 1950, and she is known for writing inspiring stories, moral lessons, and of course, which are connected with Indian values. By profession, she is a writer, teacher, and social worker. And the genre she wrote, actually, it is children's fiction, short stories, and novels. And of course, she even wrote non-fictions. Personal life, if you look at carefully, she was born in Karnataka. She was married to N.R. Narayana Murthy. Do you know who is Narayana Murthy? He is the co-founder of Infosys, one of India's leading IT company. She had been awarded with Padma Shri in 2006, and R.K. Narayan Award of Literature also she got in 2006. She was the first woman engineer at Tata Motors, breaking gender barriers in India. So this is Sudha Murty, who actually wrote our story, this A Bottle of Dew. Now let's come to the text of Bottle of Dew. This is a didactic story. Remember this. Didactic story. What do we understand about didactic story? Didactic story is that story where we learn moral lesson. That kind of story is called a didactic story. And of course, this story belongs to the category of what we call as didactic story. Let's understand the story right now. So there is a character called Rama Natha, and Rama Natha was the son of a rich landlord. Look at here. Who is a landlord? Somebody who owns a good tract of land, right? Now, his father left him large tracts of land. What do we understand by this term, large tracts of land? It's a large areas of land. When he died, actually, he left that one to Ramanatha, his father. As Ramanatha was the heir, remember, this is the term I am using, left him. Why did Ramanatha's father left him this one? Because Ramanatha had been the heir of his father. So this is like, as Ramanatha was successor of his father, he got this large tracts of land. But Ramanatha did not spend even one day looking after his land. This was because he had a funny idea. He believed there was a magic potion that could turn any object into gold. So there was a belief that Rama Natha had a belief that there is a magic potion. Now, we will understand the term potion a bit little. What is a potion? So, we have here key references made to the potion. As you look at carefully, potion here refers to, it's a kind of elixir of life. Like what? It's in ancient alchemy, especially in Mesopotamia, China, Europe, we had the talk of these magic potion. Even in philosopher's stone, also connected with this kind of elixir or potion. You know, if we take the example of history in China, there is, so in historical example in China especially, there is a talk of immortality potion. What do they do actually? According to the legends, these are not verified things, these are just legends. They grant immortality, eternal youth, or transform base metal into gold, like iron, copper, or any other base metal would be turned into gold. And this can even, some people believe it could be life-saving potion. So these are the potion kind of ideas that we run all over in history and in legends all over the world. So Ramanatha, our Ramanatha, also believed that there is a potion which could actually turn any object into gold. He spent all his time to learn more about this potion. People cheated him often, promising to tell him about it, but he did not give up. Now, Ramanatha often believed in people who promised him that this is real. They have something called a potion which could turn any base metal into gold. But despite he got cheated from those people, he did not give up. What is give up? Stop trying. His wife, Madhumati, this is second character we have. The first character, what we got? Ramanatha. There is the first character. And Madhumati is the second character. Who is Madhumati? Wife of Ramanatha. Was tired of this and also worried because she saw how much money Ramanatha was spending. Look at here. Why was she worried? What is worried? She was anxious. She was anxious because Ramanatha was spending money after this madness. What is that madness? He was searching for a potion which you could turn any object into gold. She was sure that soon they would be without money because Ramanatha was spending money unscrupulously without thinking properly. One day, a famous sage, look at the word sage. Sage is basically a saint in India. We even call it as sadhu. Sadhu or saint. These are eccentric people who have got extraordinary ability to do lot of things, unimaginable things they could do. Now his name is Mahipati. So third character we got here. The third character is Mahipati. And Mahipati came to their town. Ramanatha became his follower and asked him about the potion. Ramanatha was very much hopeful about the fact that this Mahipati would be able to guide him how to turn any object into gold with the help of a potion. To his surprise, the sage answered. What did the sage answer? The sage answered, yes, in my travels in the Himalayas, I heard you could make such a potion, but it is difficult. Now look at here, we have the reference of the Himalayas here. one of the top fold mountains that we have in the world now. And of course, the highest mountain peak resides here only. Anyway, take a look at. Now, Rama Natha got very much impressed about the fact that the sage Mahipati actually knew about it. He said, "Tell me," requested Rama Natha, not believing his luck. He was so happy that at last I found somebody who could really tell me what would be the way to make a potion which could turn any object into gold. And then Mahipati told him, "You have to plant a banana plant and water it regularly with your hands. In winter, the morning dew is on the leaves." So we know nicely in the morning time of the winter season, we find dew on the leaves. I would like to show an image on this. Here it goes. Look at here. These are the dew drops that happen on the leaves. So our Mahipati told him that winter time morning dew would be found on the leaves. You have to collect the dew and store it in a bottle. When you have 5 liters of dew, bring it to me. Now, this is very interesting thing. He said that you have to collect dew and store it in a where? Bottle. And when it becomes 5 liters, then you bring it to me. Now, you'll have to understand, liter is a measuring unit. Now, I'll connect you to some measuring unit practices here. Look at here carefully. There it goes. These are liter details. Look at here. Like 5 liter details I brought here. It is like 5,000 millimeters, 5 liters. Then we have also the sense of pow. 5 liters means 20 pow. Ser is also a kind of measuring way in our system. 5 liter, it would be meant as 4 ser. Then chatak is also a way we measure things. 5 liters would be 80 chatak. You understand? And then tola is also there. Approximately 400 tola will make 5 liters. Now, these are the simple measuring things that we carry in our system. Nowadays, most of those measuring systems I told are not in use at all. I will chant. Look at the word chant. It is to repeat or sing a word or phrase. I will chant some magic words, which will turn it into the magic potion. A drop of the potion will change any object into gold. Now, I will chant some magic words, and those magic words actually will turn that particular 5 liters of winter dew into a magic potion. And one drop of the potion, if you put on any object, it will turn into gold. Mahipati told like this. Now, this was something, a promising and interesting thing that Rama Natha thought could be done. Now, Rama Natha was worried. Now, Rama Natha was worried. Why was he worried? But winter is only for a few months. It will take me years to collect 5 liters of dew. And then Mahipati, the sage, said, "You can plant as many banana plants as you want." So if you have, suppose 100 banana plants, right? If you have 100 banana plants, will these 100 banana plants let you collect 5 liters of dew? No, you cannot. So if you make, suppose, 10,000 banana plants, yes, it might be. If you plant, suppose, 1 lakh banana plants, then of course there is a possibility in a few months of winter you could collect 5 liters of dew. That's why Mahipati said you can plant as many banana plants as you want, but remember, you must look after them yourself and collect the dew with your own hands. That means our Rama Natha cannot do it with the help of anybody else, or he cannot employ people to do this. He will have to do it himself. He cannot bring somebody else here. Well, let's see what happened. Now we are going to begin Unit 2 here. Take a look at. Rama Natha went home and after talking to his wife, started cleaning his large fields, which had been lying empty all these years. Why were those plants lying empty? Because Ramanatha did not believe in hard work. Ramanatha believed he would get the potion, magic potion, which could turn any object into gold. He was hoping for this. Now he came to the field which had been lying empty for all these years. There he planted rows and rows of banana plants. He tended them. Look at the word tended them. What is it? Looked after them carefully, and during the winter months collected the dew that formed on them with great care. So he collected with great care the dew that happened on the banana plants. His wife helped him too. Madhumati gathered the banana crop, took it to the market, and got a good price for it. Now his wife also helped. Now she collected the bananas. So if I try to surmise, Ramanatha collected what? Ramanatha collected dew. And Madhumati, the wife of Ramanatha, what did she do? She collected the banana crop. Now you remember, banana is a very profitable agricultural produce. If you sell it to the market, and you might really get a good price for it. Over the years, Ramanatha planted more and more plants, and they had a huge banana plantation. That means everywhere they were having bananas, bananas, and bananas. Because he had huge tracts of land, he could plant how many banana plants he wanted to. At the end of 6 years, he finally had his 5 liters of dew. At the end of how many years it took? 6 years it took for Ramanatha to finally save 5 liters of dew. Here you see, everybody, if you would like to collect our Bodhi classes study material, this chapter, A Bottle of Dew study material I have in here, you will find here a 34-page material. This is the table of content where about the author, summary, analysis, themes, characters, extra questions. You're going to find a detailed analysis with Hindi translation, simple language analysis, every paragraph, word meaning, learn facts are there, fun facts are there. Then there goes even the exercises. If you look at carefully, we have analysis, then we have got, there you see, we have total plot development, then after themes are there, then we have character analysis here detailed, then there goes integrated exercises with answers, MCQs and with answers. Look at it carefully. 90 MCQ questions are there from this chapter, and there are the answers of those MCQ questions also. As you see, here goes the answer key. Then there goes very short questions. There are approximately 50 short questions, right, with answers. Then 2-mark answers like 30-40 words that we find in CBSE. And then we have got total 20 It's a 20 total, 40 short questions we have. 150 word long question answers also we have on various themes. This is 10 questions. Then extract based question answers are there. And then we have one worksheet, 100 marks worksheet, 100 marks practice set of questions. If you'd like to practice on this chapter on everything that you need, we have provided with various types of questions. And then moreover, other extended analysis is given. And if you'd like to get textbook answers, there is a website link here. Textbooks also will get here. We did not include textbook here. Already it is a 34-page thing, as you can see. So if you'd like to buy it, just visit our shop. We have given the description link, the link in the description. And you can click over there and buy just at 30 rupees, nothing much. Please visit our shop once. Thank you. Now, did it go like this way only? Did he really get the magic potion? Let's understand. Carefully, he took the bottle to the sage. If you remember the name of the sage, his name was Mahipati. His name was Mahipati, the sage. Now, the sage smiled and muttered something over the water. He muttered spoke in a low voice, as if he was chanting mantra. Rama Natha believed that the sage chanted mantra. Then he returned the bottle and said, "Try it out." Rama Natha sprinkled a few drops on a copper vessel and waited for it to turn to gold. To his surprise, nothing happened. And surprisingly, nothing happened like this. No result at all. "This is cheating," he told the sage. Now Ramanatha got angry, hopeless, disappointed, heartbroken, and he told the sage that this is cheating. I have wasted 6 precious years of my life. What is precious? Look at the meaning given here. Valuable years. But Sage Mahipati only smiled and called Madhumati to come forward. She came with a big box. Why? What was there in the box? When she opened it, inside shined stacks of gold coins. Inside the box that Madhumati, wife of Ramanatha, brought, there had been gold coins, gold coins. From where did the gold coins come? Actually, you need to understand, Madhumati sold the bananas there in the market and got money. And that money is referred here. Now the sage turned to the very surprised Ramanatha and said, "There is no magic potion that can turn things into gold." So this is a lesson that is coming for you. What lesson is it giving? There, do not believe in impossible magics. Impossible magics. These are possible in stories, in legends, not in real life. This is what the story is trying to tell you. And at the same time, the story is trying to tell you, do hard work. If you do hard work, this will slowly and slowly give you all that you need. And then Mahipati said, "You worked hard on your land and created this plantation. While you looked after the trees, your wife sold the fruits in the market. That's how you got this money. It was your hard work that created this wealth, not magic. So, magic did not create this wealth. It is the hard work that created this wealth." That's what I tried to tell here. The two lessons that you learn from this story is this: hard work, hard work, and hard work. There is no alternative to hard work. And then he says, If I had told you about this earlier, you would have not listened to me. So I have played a trick on you. Ramanatha understood the wisdom behind these words and worked even harder on this plantation from the day on. Now, he started working harder and he understood the wisdom that was there in. What is wisdom here? Deep understanding that the sage Mahipati had. So the story ends here. I hope you liked the analysis. Any question, query, please drop me in the comment box. We have a little talk about blue Java banana though. It is there in our story. In the world, there are various types of bananas. And blue Java banana is one of them. You can see the picture. These are also called as ice cream banana. This is famous for its vanilla ice cream like taste. Okay. And these were once found in Hawaii. Now it comes from Southeast Asia. Okay. So if you'd like to see a video on blue Java banana, there is a QR code. You can scan and get it. Anyway, and of course, do not forget to visit our shop. These chapters detail 34-page, very advanced study materials we have created. And of course, you can buy them at a very marginal price. Thank you for watching here. Keep coming.